It's an Aaron Rodgers Tuesday on the Pat McAfee Show. I'm Matt O'Leary here to recap it. Make sure to follow along on social media and subscribe to the Just Jets podcast. All right, so Aaron Rodgers did his weekly appearance. He usually does do them on Tuesday, but the past couple of weeks he was going on Friday. Obviously things a little bit funky with his injury, but a few notes to bring up and talk about from his appearance on the Pat McAfee Show. And we will start by him saying that he wants the fans to stick by the team and the former players too. I wonder who he's talking about. Maybe Joe Namath? That probably sounds like something that you want to hear. A couple things. He wants to hold our poise better, meaning the players on the field. And what hold our poise better, I'm sure he's referring to Garrett Wilson on the sideline and Michael Carter on the sideline. It was obvious that both those guys were frustrating, and he was kind of just preaching patience. And he says that and fans aren't helping the cause by ripping on the quarterback and the franchise. Wants everyone to stick together. Too much negativity. I get that from a player's perspective, from an outside perspective, from a Jet fan perspective. It's very, very challenging for us to sit here and watch the same garbage over and over and over and over again and just expect us not to have a poor reaction to it. I don't blame the fans. And obviously there are some fans who take it way too far, throwing the water bottle at Zach Wilson. Supposedly after the Jacksonville game, we heard some things that were said to Zach Wilson was just absolutely horrible and deplorable, but there's a difference from being upset and voicing your frustration, which is justified, and verbally assaulting or actually assaulting a player by throwing a water bottle. You can't be doing stuff like that. He also said that in terms of the sideline blow-ups, saying that the offense needs to grow up, and they don't have their leader. Aaron Rodgers is the leader. He would keep everyone in gear, and I don't know if they would have won the Dallas game, but they absolutely would have won the New England game. I think they would have, been able to keep guys in gear and keep the focus going. He talked about how much it sucks not to be there, and it's a tough place to be, not being there right now, not being with the team. He's going through his rehab. It's going to be a little bit before he's able to walk for the New York Jets. Something else that I liked was him talking about how hard it is to sit and watch these games. He has the fire to get out there, and it shows he wants to play and he wants to be here next year in 2024. So, don't fear Aaron Rodgers leaving or retiring and the Jets just being absolutely screwed in 2024, which also leads me to believe that, why would you make major changes to the coaching staff or to the general manager, which is the guys that Aaron Rodgers wanted to come here and play with and play for? They need their guy back, and it sounds like their guy might be back in the building this week. He kind of hinted at that. Aaron Rodgers at MetLife, he says you never know who you'll see at the game. Aaron Rodgers and Taylor Swift up in the booth. You could absolutely bet on it. I think both those guys are up there hanging out, good pals, watching their team and their boyfriend. Honestly, those are really the main takeaways, is that we might get Aaron Rodgers back sooner rather than later, which I think is a fantastic sign. His presence it makes a big difference, having him around versus not having him around, having that leader. The guys respect him. The coaches respect him. He's a very well-respected player in the league and in that locker room specifically. And his absence is felt not only on the field, but just being around the team. And I'm excited to see him back in the mix. Obviously, it seems like it's something that's going to be happening sooner rather than later. And as far as things go on the field, we'll see what happens with Zach. I would imagine he gets to start on a short leash with Trevor Siemian added. Maybe Trevor Siemian revenge game in week 5. Things you absolutely love to see. But Aaron Rodgers, main takeaway, still doing the rehab. Wants to get back as soon as possible. Could be as early as this week. And saying that the team needs to hold their poise. And the fans and former players need to show some more love to the team. I get where he's coming from, but he's got to see our side a little bit of it too. Let me know your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers' appearance on the Pat McAfee Show. I'm Matt. I'll catch you next time.